What's going on, Internet? Welcome to Gamer FM, DNA's video game show. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Gary, and alongside me, that guy, Joey Pease.
Hello.
Brian Anderson. Hello. Our final topic of the day kind of grinds my gears.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because...
Why should they give up on them? I guess you should announce what it is.
Okay, so here it is. Nintendo confirms they're still making 3DS games, with Yoshi's Woolly World, Fire Emblem Echoes, and Pikmin are still on the way, and more to be announced, which is fine. Those games have already been announced. What does this mean for their support of Switch? Which, okay, I like the 3DS a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But what this tells me is that Nintendo doesn't have a lot of faith in their new console, which they are adamantly promoting as a home console and a portable system. That's what this is telling me. Is that if the Switch fails, we still have our 3DS to fall back on. But if you don't cut off your software to one platform, people are just going to continue to use that platform, especially in Nintendo's case, because they struggle to sell hardware anyway.
I mean, but they had so much of the 3DS sold, you can't just cut off your audience.
That has carried them.
I know.
Wii U. So now you're just going to be like, well, fuck you guys. Everyone who played, because you think I'm not sure I'm gonna buy a Switch. So now I'm just not gonna play. Now I'm not gonna buy any Nintendo then, like none. So now I'm done with Nintendo because I play my 3DS. Not really sure I want to get a Switch because of what happened with the Wii U. The Wii U is such a piece of shit. So I've played 3DS. So I've still supported Nintendo through the 3DS. I bought their games and all that crap, and I still play it. And now you're gonna come to me and be like, well, no. This is the thing back we're going to the PC with the Path of Exile. All those guys have supported them, and then if they were to come out and be like, well, now we're putting on the Xbox, now you can't play it. It's the same thing. And they're the ones who supported them. I've supported Nintendo through the 3DS, and now they should still make fucking games for me. Because I would still play them.
Yeah, but the thing is like, I feel like the 3DS it's what, 6 years old at this point?
I don't know.
It's up there.
Pretty old, yeah.
Like, it's past the normal cutoff date. You look at the Game Boy Advance, that thing lasted for 3 years. And and that was a great console. I don't know, it just kind of rubs me the wrong way that, like, it's not the fact that the 3DS still getting support is a bad thing. It's the fact that Nintendo, I feel like they're saying we don't have enough confidence to sell one unit and say, look, this is our platform going forward.
Well, I think maybe after the Wii U, they shouldn't be fully confident in their ability to sell a system. They just shouldn't be.
And like, my excitement for the Switch, a lot of it was they're unifying the platforms to where we're going to get a great Nintendo game every month on one platform instead of two. And like, to be a Nintendo fan was super expensive, and now it could be relatively cheaper because I don't have to own two platforms. But now it looks like we're still going to own two platforms.
At first.
Yeah, as if they see the Switch is doing
At
well,
first,
and it's going to take off, they're going to stop supporting the 3DS.
Yes, and they should.
Right. I think,
if the Switch is that amazing, I'm going to get one.
Right.
But why, like, why cut off the hand that feeds you before you even know if the other one can? So I say for the first year, maybe not even that long, just see what happens. First year and a half, something like that. And if the Switch is doing great and it's selling great, and people aren't buying these 3DS games, then stop doing it. But if people are still supporting both of them, then just keep putting out games for both of them. It can't be that difficult. It doesn't have to be the exact same. I mean, the graphics aren't going to be the same, but like, I don't need Breath of the Wild for my 3DS. Those are the kind of games I want to play on. You can put out different games for each, so.
Yeah. I was kind of like shocked that they're like, we have a bunch of games in development. And I'm like, well, that's weird because you're just making this new portable, but...
I mean, I see what you're saying and how...
I mean, I guess it is... I mean, it is smart of them to be like, look, at least we have something to fall back on in case this doesn't work out.
Which I think they should. But
at the same time, they're pushing this console as both. And, like, that kind of sends mixed messages, I feel like. I don't know. I I won't
You
call
want the
myself.
Switch to do so well that, like, I think.
Well, I do want the Switch to do well, and like this tells me that Nintendo doesn't think it's going to, which
No.
means now I don't know if I think it's going to.
No.
I mean, even if Nintendo thinks it's going to do well, it's still smart to
It's smart business.
to keep both their options going. Like, I mean, they still have that solid 3DS market, so why just cut that off? Like, just keep that going along with the Switch. Like,
And then if the Switch, like I said, performed extremely well, and now most people have the Switch and a 3DS, well, there's no point in playing the 3DS. Anyway.
right? Though if the people take the jump to the Switch, like they probably plan on people doing and they hope on people doing, then they'll probably slowly like stop selling 3DS games. You'll see more just shift over to the Switch side. It's not going to be a drastic cutoff point. It's going to be this like shift of like, this is the 3DS games here now, and then slowly it's just going to keep going this way, where eventually there'll be none, and it'll all be on Switch.
So yeah, I'm not. I don't think it's that they don't have faith in the Switch. They just have faith in their 3DS.
Right. They just, why try to grab from this one source when there's other one over here you can grab from both at the same time,
Yeah. I mean, I guess the one thing that would really have bugged me is if they're like, well, we're making this game for both platforms.
See, that would kind of worry me.
Which is like, I mean, they're kind of starting to do that with Fire Emblem Warriors, which comes out this fall. It's going to be on both, but I mean, like, that game's obviously going to perform way better on Switch.
Well, technically, the 3DS did this during the Wii U phase with Smash Brothers and Hyrule Warriors.
Well,
they've done this before.
Now they have Yoshi's Woolly World. They have Mario Maker on 3DS.
Right,
now.
but let me ask you, with the games that they put out for both, which one did you play them on? The Wii U. Exactly.
3DS.
I'm talking to you. Like Hyrule Warriors and Smash Brothers, I got them for the Wii U. So if they put out games for both, I would play them. If I had a Switch, I'd get it for the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
I mean, even if you look at those games as examples, the Wii U version was way better than the 3DS version. I mean, on the Smash
but they were
Bros.
still decent on the 3DS.
No, on the Smash Bros, you had like the level designs you could do. You had all a bunch of just like I think there was a few extra different just random like game modes or whatever you could play on the
Well,
Wii U.
The thing is, like, the Smash Bros. Thing, it was tailor-made for the 3DS and tailor-made for the Switch. Whereas, Hyrule Warriors was basically just a port, and Yoshi's Woolly World is a port, and Donkey Kong Country Returns is a port. I mean, if you're going to make specific versions for each console, then yeah. My worry is, like, when Hyrule Warrior, or Fire Emblem Warriors comes out, is it just going to be like, the same exact game?
Probably.
And just up-resed or whatever? Or like next year's Fire Emblem, when it comes to Switch, if the Switch doesn't do well in the first year, are they going to port it to 3DS? That's just my concern, I guess, I would say, is that once games start showing up on both platforms, how much faith does Nintendo really have in their new platform when they're putting these games on their 7-year-old platform at this point?
6. Yeah, it was 2011. I looked it up.
I don't know. That's just me.
I don't think you need to be worried.
Yeah.
Yet.
I think if the Switch was going to do successful, like with the 3DS or without it, like I think it would still do fine. Like the 3DS games being supported still isn't going to affect whether the Switch succeeds or fails.
Mm-hmm.
It's all going to be on the way Nintendo does the Switch, whether it succeeds or fails.
That's just their solid backup plan. Because you already know the people have bought in the 3DS.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's no denying the 3DS' success. 70 million units.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you can't cut off the 7 million.
But let me ask you this: do you think they're going to come out with a 3DS that's like they take the 3D out, and like it's just going to be like a?
They already have like a 2DS.
2DS.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the clamshell design. It looks like a door
no,
wedge.
but I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's supposed to be for kids.
I know, but
Kids will break the clamshell.
do you think they're going to come out with like a?
Do you play with the 3D on?
No,
Me neither.
that's what I'm saying.
Hurts my fucking eyes.
Do you think they're going to take the 3D out and just have like a 2D 3DS come out eventually?
A 2DS too?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
a new 2DS.
I assume the majority of people who do not play with the 3D on.
Some games don't even support it anymore.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon doesn't
yeah.
support it. I don't think the last Fire Emblem Did it?
I
remember.
don't click it.
I know Yoshi's Woolly World doesn't support
I know.
it.
I will tell you that the new 3DS 3D is better.
It is better,
It has
but
like
still,
but it
gives me a
still
headache.
gives me a headache, and I don't like it. It's kind of like 3D TVs. How did that work?
It's gone.
Not so
Well, LG and Sony announced today that they are stopping production on all 3D TVs
Yeah,
because
because
they
it
don't sell.
didn't. Yeah, why would you want to buy that? Then you gotta sit in your house with the dumbass glasses on.
Right.
You
That's
only have so many pairs of glasses, so it's like.
And the
I only have
glasses
2
for
pairs
this-
of glasses, but there's 3 of us,
and the
so
glasses
you have
for-
to wrestle.
The glasses for 3D TVs require batteries, and
Yeah,
not
they're
all
like
of them did, but
no,
yeah, some of
but
them did.
the,
They're
the
expensive,
ones
too.
that didn't give you a headache did, and they're like $50 a piece. I'm like,
Right. I don't know.
I remember
3D TV was a gimmick, and it should.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I
just
remember
like
that was the deal when I bought
just
my
like the
TV.
curved
You
ones,
got
too.
2 free pairs of glasses with my 3D TV.
I don't know how the curved TVs did either. Because like now it's 4K.
Curved monitors sell well. Curved TVs, I don't.
I don't know. We're talking about TVs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think.
elitist PC man down there.
Well, I just think they saw the curved monitors doing well for PCs and decided this is a good idea. Let's transfer this over to TV because people will like it there too. But then it didn't do as well because you view a TV from multiple angles instead of a monitor you're usually sitting right in front of.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
How
do we get on TVs?
I don't know.
We talked about 3D from the 3DS. No one
yeah.
uses that.
No one uses and
I went to 3D TV.
And then all the bad gimmicks they've used for
Yeah.
TVs. And I don't buy any of those. I just keep buying bigger ones because they keep getting cheaper. So keep putting out that crap. That 3D, whatever crap you want to put out,
Well,
that's
I'm
fine
looking
because
at,
it just cheapens up the other TVs.
I'm
They're
looking
just
at
bigger.
upgrading my TV this year because my TV's like 8 or 9 years old at this point.
I need a new TV.
And I want the biggest TV that's out there, but I don't want to spend a lot of money on it. So, like, I've been looking at Vizio 70-inch 1080p smart TV. I'm like, okay, that's good enough for me. It's like $800.
Yeah, that's like what I got for mine. That's a 65, but that's the biggest I can put in that spot.
Yeah.
In that cutout. I was gonna buy a 70, but it wouldn't fit.
Yeah, I don't have that problem. I just need to make sure the base fits on the entertainment center that I have. So. Is the base for my TV right now, my 55-inch, is it base for a 35-inch TV?
Well, I mean, the base doesn't have it.
I really want a wall mount.
Yeah, why not?
I've wanted to do
but
that
I can't use it
before.
in my apartment.
Yeah, you can't do it.
So
They won't let you. I wanted to do it in my old apartment.
What about the ceiling? Can you do a ceiling mount?
I wouldn't do that either. I wouldn't do it.
no, I don't want my TV falling on me in the middle of the night.
That would scare the
No,
shit out of
it's
me.
not like this. It's like literally like there's you screw in your ceiling and there's this like arm.
I'd be
that comes
terrified.
down and holds it.
Oh, you mean like a pole from the ceiling?
Yeah,
It just has-
yeah.
Like a reverse stripper pole.
Sure,
What?
I guess.
I don't even know what to say. Good news though, I pre-ordered 2 Switch Pro controllers today.
Nice.
Isn't that ridiculous? That like they're trying to sell this product
I
in
have
5 weeks,
issues.
and it just passed the FCC regulations yesterday.
I had some issues on the Switch. I mean,
Well,
I had some reservations. On
I feel like they probably knew it was going to pass. I mean, it's
I
not.
know, but
You should never assume anything, Joey. I'm sure they assumed the Wii U was going to do
those
well.
controllers are so ugly though.
Oh, they're hideous.
Like the see-through transparent ones.
I
Like,
mean, whatever.
give me the N64 controllers again, man. Give me some banana yellow and some.
You didn't like the see-through plastic N64
No,
controllers?
I did actually.
I love it. I have the
Was it
blue one.
one?
I have
Yeah,
the blue one.
yeah,
That was my
yeah.
controller. My brother had the purple one, and I had
Yeah.
the blue one. That was the
I just remember I had to buy the special edition Donkey Kong Country 64 one
'Cause I had the
because it
yellow.
was the yellow and it came with the expansion pack.
Well, I had like a yellow, red, blue, and gray. I think.
Yeah, we have a plain gray one.
Oh, it came with the gray one.
Yeah,
I have like
which no one wanted to use that one.
That was mine. That was my go-to.
I have green, blue, yellow, red,
I think I had green. I think I had.
gray, and 2 translucent purple ones.
I have a
Yeah,
translucent.
Corey really liked
translucent
purple.
blue,
Anyway,
and then a gray.
Corey went through a purple phase.
I did. Nintendo's purple, man. You got the GameCube, you got the Super Nintendo
I know, I'm
buttons.
just saying.
God, how cool would have that been if they made like a throwback to the Super Nintendo, like the controllers that go on the side of the Switch?
I think they could have done better than what they did. But whatever.
Anyways, let's wrap it up. I want to play some Overwatch. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Gamer FM Room. You can find it on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Digital Nerd Advocates Network. Like, subscribe, and share. Find it on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play. Join our Facebook group, DNA Network Community, all that good stuff. And until next week.